Our house is still clean. I have a brace on my arm. I have tendonitis so bad in my elbow and my thumb. I just need to stop using my right hand. The DNRS program thing that I'm doing, dynamic neural retraining system, suggests that I use my left hand. So I guess this is God's way of saying you weren't doing it. And he still wants me alive, evidently, because I made it through the car wash this weekend. Has anyone else almost died in the car wash? I almost looked it up on Google before I went in yesterday to the automatic car wash and asked, can you die in the car wash? I whined at Trav when he told me I should go get my car washed because the birds were doing their business on it. And he said nothing was going to happen to me. Trav knows everything. He's like Google. Except for whether he's a good driver or not. The olive pot that I painted to look old. Some of you were asking the other day when I showed the before and after if I could share the colors that I used on it. I started videoing myself when I was doing it and then I just forgot to finish. So I'll show you the first video of what the color looked like. I used craft paint from Walmart, just the apple barrel craft paint to get the terracotta color, and then I put stuff over it to tone it down. So it was started off with nutmeg brown, a tad bit of red, and khaki. Mixed all those together until I got the color I wanted. I'm working on my pot. This is that big one that looks kind of like an olive pot. I mixed together nutmeg, brown, red, and this khaki. This is what I have so far. I'm gonna let it dry and then do some more layers of paint. Turned out to be a pretty cool terracotta color. I like it. After it dried, I put the color Eiffel for You with the baking soda mixture. Put that on it, and then I put the terracotta back over that because I felt like I had too much of the Eiffel for You on. I'm gonna dry brush the Eiffel for You over this time to see how I like that so I don't get it on too thick. After I dry brushed that on, then I went back with the terracotta a little bit and put some more of that on. I feel like with these pots, you almost just have to keep doing it until you like it. Like layer it. If you get too much, just like I did with the Eiffel for You, then I put the terracotta back over it and it kind of gave it that softer look because then the Eiffel for You was under that. And then at the very end, after I got the terracotta to look the way I wanted it to, see, I took this dark, it's like a deep dark brown color. It's a color match, so I don't have a name for it, just from Behr paint. You can even use like a craft paint. And just kind of like blotched it here and there to give it that old look. Let's see if I can get the lighting better. I love how it turned out. You can kind of see it better when I flip the camera here. But see how I added some of that dark brown at the top and down here at the bottom and just kind of blotched it here and there. And then you can kind of see the Eiffel for You peeking through. It's all about layering. Keeping it here in this front cabinet. Oh, and these are the books that I got at the garage sale. I don't think they've given me bed bugs yet. One of you said old books can give bed bugs. I mean, I'm not scratching yet. The box of goods, I'm adding that to it. For my likes giveaway, just one more week, I'm doing this one. This is a brand new straw bag, the candle holders. I added some Bondi Boost in there. Can't really pick those up because my thumb. Tula, my favorite sunscreen, my Tree Farm candle, and then there's 3 Victoria Emerson bracelets. This is the pot that I'm gonna work on today, left-handed. See how that goes. This is the gold that I used the other day. I'm gonna mix some other colors, like layer some other colors and see what it turns out like. I have the baking soda in there. I just put it in until it gets thick. I don't really have a ratio. And then once it sits out here for a while longer, it gets even more thick. So sometimes when I'm trying to get it on lighter, like I was telling you before, I'll wipe it off on a paper towel. Right now, I just want to cover the pot. So I'm not going to wipe it off first. And I just kind of like that all over it. This is what it looks like now that the gold is dry. I used metallic tones, golden chestnut. I got that at Home Depot. And now I'm gonna add Eiffel for You on top of that, see what it looks like. Eiffel for You. I'm gonna try not to get this on too thick, so I'm wiping it off on my paper towel first. I'll probably end up going over this with the gold again. Not sure yet. When I added the Eiffel for You, let it dry, and then added the gold back on top, I wiped it a little and it's turning purpley. I don't like that. I mean, it's cool looking, the texture and stuff. I just don't like the purple. It's fix-it time. I'm not sure if this is gonna work, but I'm gonna go over it with this dark brown color and then try to layer from there. You can't even really tell as much on the video. It's just really purple. Dark brown color is done and almost dry. And I'm gonna layer it and try to make it not purple this time. Eiffel for You over the dark brown. It's looking pretty bad right now. I think I might do the terracotta-y one over this one too. I'm not sure yet. The terracotta color is done. I just used the nutmeg brown, a couple drops of the red, and khaki craft paint until I got the color I wanted. Now I'm gonna add the Eiffel for You dry brush, and then I'll see what I'm gonna do on the top. This is what it looked like with the terracotta. I didn't put it over the entire pot. And then I'm dry brushing again over the terracotta with the Eiffel for You. When I dry brush, I just dip it in the paint and then wipe it off on the paper towel and wipe it on. I'm not gonna use my right hand to do it, but that's kind of what it looks like. When you wipe it off with a paper towel, it just gets less paint on your brush, and then it just covers it lightly over the other parts. No purple, I love it. I'm glad I redid this one. After I dry brushed the brown on, I wiped it off with a wet paper towel, which I would advise using a lint-free cloth because the paper towel was like tearing everywhere. And then I added brown in places that I wanted it to show up more. Looks so different than the before. So pretty. I like how you can kind of see all of the colors peeking through too, like the Eiffel for You, you can see it in different spots. And when I painted the terracotta on, I tried not to do it over the whole pot. So this part right here is darker. I feel like it makes it look more authentic when it's like that. Sometimes I look up on Etsy like inspirations of older pots like these to get ideas. And I thought about not putting the purple mess up on there today, but I think it's good to see those kind of things because sometimes you just have to do it over, and it did not look good purple.